Under 10 bucks. Fantastic premiums and on that discount rack. Here's one of my favorite wheel strategy stocks and my play that I'm making on it right now. Yo, what is going on, premium chasers? I hope you are having an absolutely God blessed day today. Every single person that comments down below is going to get the beginner's guide to option selling. If you want that full guide and how we can combine 5 sources of premium and income into the leaky wheel strategy bucket, just drop a comment down below. I'll personally send you a book completely for free, no opt-in, nothing like that. And hit that like button and that subscribe button, guys. Today we are talking about, you already know, one of my favorite cheap wheel strategy stocks that is currently trading around $8 that I have been having just an absolute blast on, and it has been moving up, down, and it's been wiggling all around, which has been absolutely a joy to sell options on because of that incredible volatility. And you know that is already going to be Snapchat. So we got to recap a couple things, guys, because we obviously have, number one, most importantly, a Snapchat covered call for $8 on October 3rd, right? So if you've been following along at all, this is our public portfolio where I deposited $5,000 into, and Snapchat has taken off, right? The past, like, really what we would say about a week, right? It shot up to like 850. I already shot a video. I'm getting out of Snapchat. I ain't doing nothing with Snapchat. This thing is taking off. It's going back to its 200-300 day moving averages, and I'm out, and I'm going to go find some other juicy opportunities to get into. But guess what? Yesterday, nice 2-3% drop. This morning, another 1.5% drop. Probably going to get below $8 right now. And it has been a ride. I did not expect this, but this just goes to show you where sometimes the technicals are right. And I really wanted to share this lesson with you guys, right? Where emotional control, this is something I was talking about in our morning pre-market calls I do every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time, is getting your emotions in check sometimes, right? And sticking to your plan. What is our plan? What is my specific plan? Well, I try to get my emotions in check, right? When we started crossing over, right, this top of Bollinger Band area, right? I was thinking already, covered call. Get the covered calls in. That's going to get me a great strike price. That's going to get me the best possible premium I can, right? And be patient, right? Because oftentimes, not always, because the technicals are, it's a fugaz, right? We already know that, right? We often, though, right, historically, and when we look at things, oftentimes we do see a retraction when we shoot over this top Bollinger Band or even hit the Bollinger Band and retract. And we can see that at times, right? We hit the bottom, we start to retract, right? We may play around sideways, right? Now, it's not a guarantee, obviously. I honestly, guys, if you saw some of my past videos, I was saying I thought this was going back to like closer to 10. I genuinely thought Snapchat was pushing back over 10 and then it was going to see a lot of resistance there, right? That's what I thought was going to happen with Snapchat. And I'm done. I was done. I was like, I'm going to go jump into some cheaper wheel strategy stocks. But now we're getting back into Snapchat. So what am I thinking? Okay. So if you haven't been following along, here is my trade log. If you want this full trade log of our public portfolio, first link in the description of today's video. It is free. Plus, you're going to learn more about our mastermind and mentorship programs and the Ark Options Strategy, which is absolutely critical, you understand, if you are tuned in here, okay? So what did we originally do? Well, we originally had a cash secured put last month for Snapchat for $7. That ended up getting assigned. That one we ended up closing out early for $3. Right? And we netted just about 3% ROI on our collateral right there. Okay. However, the one before that, this was the 750s, right? This was the 750 cash secured put that I did, right? We captured obviously that full premium, that 2.31% ROI on collateral. Obviously results vary. These are just numbers that I collected at the time, right? But with that said, I was assigned, right, on the 22nd of August, shares of Snapchat for $750, $750 per share, not factoring in the premium I collected. It's lower, but just for the sake of simplicity, right? Then what did I do with those 750 shares, right? Well, a couple days later, I immediately started doing my $8 covered call, right, which had about a month expiration, a little longer than a month, right? Now, that I had for $8. Now, that is showing as a 9% 100% trade. I'm going to take this off now. I'm taking it off, guys. So you'll see that updated if you have this trade log for yourself and you're following along. Again, a little first link in the description. But now I'm locked in at a 2.31% return. I am now assuming I'm not going to get assigned, right? I am now, when I see moves like this, I'm going to assume we're going to be coming back down towards the middle Bollinger Band area, okay? We're coming back down to reality a little bit here. And I'm assuming, right, we're going to just kind of retract back towards this middle area, which is around the 740 target. That's where I'm aiming, thinking that this is going to go back down, especially over this next like few days, tomorrow and next week. If that happens, here is my play. Number one, we can close out this cash secured put early. Am I going to do that? Hell no, right? No. You guys already know that our OGs are in our mastermind. I don't like closing out my cover calls usually early. What's the point, guys? I might as well, right? I want to sell my share. So I'm most likely letting this thing ride until the 3rd. And whatever happens, happens. If I get it sold, don't care, right? But I'm not going to close it out early because I may not have an opportunity to do an $8 covered call. I just won't. If Snapchat comes back down towards the 7s and really low 7s, I may have to do a month plus out for the 8s. Now, I think I will because Snapchat is so volatile. Obviously, literally yesterday, it was trading at 850. So I do believe I'm going to be able to get some covered call contract in place for my ones that I got assigned at 750. So I'm not too worried about it. But with that said, I don't have that much wiggle room here, right? I got a 2.3% return on my collateral here, right? Which already is exceeding my goal, right, for my ROI and collateral on a 30-day period. But either way, what's the point of giving them $2-3 back and that's going to lower me back down to 2? Instead, I could just let it go since it's next week anyway. But here is going to be my play, guys. Most likely, what I will be doing next with Snapchat, right, is obviously going to have to manage that covered call. But if I see this come back down towards that 740 middle Bollinger Band area, I'm going back into the 7s and I'm going to rinse and repeat this exact play that I've ran here for the past, 2 months on Snapchat. And it has been so fun. Listen, one disclaimer I got to put in here, guys, right? Snapchat is a very volatile stock, as you guys see, right? This is a very volatile stock. With that volatility, premiums are juiced up, right? When premiums are juiced up, that means you're taking on a lot more risk. So listen, just because I'm excited about it, I've been doing this for a long time now, right? And it's fun for me. But I know I don't want to say I'm I know everything by no stretch of the imagination, but I'm comfortable with assignments, called away, managing my positions. When somebody that maybe is just getting started, if they jump into Snapchat, right, they could get burned because they don't necessarily know what they're doing. So what the point I'm trying to make is be careful, right? Just be careful especially if you're just getting started. My golden rule of thumb for new option sellers, especially if you tuned in here or if you're on a budget, is be careful with these high premium stocks, okay? Because let's say I did get assigned. Let's say you did sell puts here, right, on Snapchat at $8, right, or something like that. And Snapchat does get down to 7 and you're stuck bag holding at 8, right? That could really, really hurt your portfolio. So for me, I let the market tell me where to go. I don't try to force a trade. I focus on my plans, right? I wait till we're hitting at the top Bollinger Band, right? I wait till we're hitting the bottom Bollinger Band or as close as I can for those cash secured puts. But it's interesting to see that I'm up today already on these Snapchat covered calls. Couple other quick overviews, guys, because we have other things happening here on the public portfolio tomorrow. Stay tuned. Big day. I know it's the highlight of your week. Don't even say it's not, right? But Kraft Heinz, right, is our $27 puts. Are we going to get a sign? This thing is struggling a little bit. I saw this thing kind of going up yesterday in the 2660s at close, right? And I was like, we're going to 27 and I'm going to escape assignment at 27 on Kraft Heinz tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. That will be most likely I will be chatting about that tomorrow and the play for Kraft Heinz. I'm not fearing assignment. Give it to me. I'm going to be collecting now that dividend monthly. I'm going to be collecting the covered call premiums. And honestly, this is an ideal situation for me because guys, right? Kraft Heinz, I'm already at like the, right, let's just say 2650 level. I'm going to easily be able to do some covered calls at the 27 level, 2750 level, especially once I factor in my premium into my cost basis for Kraft Heinz. So that's going to be tomorrow. Next one is American Airlines. That was the last trade done in the trade log. That was done just earlier in the week or last week sometime. I had a juiced up return here of 3.36%. Greater risk there, guys. Take a look, right? American Airlines has taken a tumble to 11, down 3% today. What's happening, man? My portfolio is going to zero. Now, all jokes aside, that's all good by me. We still got plenty of time on that options contract. I mean, that one's not going until October 17th, so plenty of time on that American Airlines contract. Guys, if you want this full trade log, again, take a look at the first link in the description of today's video. Not only are you going to get this trade log if you just give me a little bit of time to learn about this incredible Ark Options strategy, but you're able to jump on a no pressure call with me and my team. We want to have more members inside of our option seller school, which is an incredible community of option sellers, both new people and people managing very large portfolios, and we share everything with one another. So if you've watched this whole video, you resonate with me, you like having fun selling options and talking with other people, because I know it can get lonely out there, guys. Your friends, your family, listen, my wife, they're all sick of me talking about selling options. So if you want to join a really cool community of people doing this day in and day out, supporting one another, plus a bunch of other cool bonuses and all everything you really need to sell options, and especially not like a full-time glued trader to your screen. Click that first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.